everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am back as promised to share with you guys my fully completed setup of my Sterling Ink A5 Academic Common Planner. If that's been of interest to you, I hope you stick around. I'm going to flip through all the pages, walk you through my official setup, the reasoning behind it, show you all the pages, all that good stuff. Before we get started though, quickly, there's also a fly around my room. I've tried so hard to get it. I finally got him contained in the bathroom yesterday night. And then somehow he got out this morning. I've not been able to kill him, but it's not for lack of trying. But he's here. He's my friend. So if you see him flying around, I don't know what to tell you. Please ignore him. Maybe he needs a name. I don't know. I just wish he would sit in the shadows. Anyway, but before we get started, I quickly wanted to say thank you to Anna Louisa, who is sponsoring today's video. I love working with them. I love having them on the channel. They actually sent over this beautiful necklace this month. I've been wearing it like crazy. I love it. I've been layering it with the Ina necklace. I love that it's a little bit longer. And then they also sent over a bracelet, which I've also been loving. It's got like the little J on it, which is for my first name. And I've been wearing it with like my permanent bracelet, and the two have just been lovely. I haven't taken this off. I've been showering with it. I've been sleeping with it. It has been on me 24/7 since I got it about a week ago, and I have not a single complaint. So it's been great. This is just the letter necklace, and then the letter bracelet. And then this is called the Adrian necklace, if you were wondering. I absolutely love Anna Louisa's pieces. I've been wearing them now for about a year consistently. It's completely changed my jewelry game. I never used to wear jewelry a whole lot, and now it's like something I put on every single day before I leave the house. I just love the way that it can elevate a look, but also be something that's very simple and doesn't do too much. It's just great. It's just great. And the way that Anna Louisa designs their jewelry pieces are very much minimal, yet a creative twist in most ways. So they feel like really timeless pieces that you can wear for years, decades, and centuries, but they have a little bit of a je ne sais quoi to them for most of them. I really, really like whoever is in charge of designing pieces on their team. Anyway, if you're looking for new jewelry, please check out Anna Louisa. They have fantastic affordable pieces starting at $39. They have incredibly fast and free shipping within the US. And as a Canadian, I can also say that their shipping is so fast to Canada. It's actually remarkable. It astounds me every time. The quality is fantastic. Every piece is strength and humidity tested. There's also a 2-year warranty though, so you have a wonderful peace of mind. If something goes wrong, there's some kind of recourse for you, and incredibly easy exchanges. They make it really easy to love them, and I love that. So yeah, before we get started, thank you to Anna Louisa. Feel free to use the link down below. There's also a coupon code down there if you would like to shop with them, and it means the world to me when you guys support the sponsors who support me. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One last thing, if you're new here, or I guess if you've been around here before, please subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. It means so much to me. You can also like and comment. I always love chatting with you guys down in the comments down below. And let's just get started. Let me show you the pages. Okay, so since the last time you guys saw this planner, the A5 Sterling Ink Academic full year planner on my channel, it was in a clear cover. Since then I have moved into my Hobonichi Cousin A5 Have a Nice Day cover, and I love this cover so much. It is like a pleather, but it's really thin, and it doesn't make your planner feel extra bulk. It's really nice. And it also allows me to have a pen loop and a closure, which is important when I'm like tossing it into my bag. So this is what the front of it looks like. I took all the stickers that were on the actual cover of the physical book and put them in this like front page because I like them and want to still look at them, but I can't put them on the front cover because it's in another cover. So I've put them here and I've been liking it. This is the like front page, the title page, I guess, if you will. So I just have a sticky note here in just in case I have to jot down information and don't have time to like find the correct page to put it on. And another vinyl. That one's from Planner Monkey Co. Here is the like yearly overview. So you've got a full year calendar of 2024 and a full year of 2025. I've gone ahead and I'm going to use this as my cycle tracker. So I've filled in already from January to June, and I've been using little mini dots from Papery Planning, and they fit the numbers perfectly. So that is the plan for this spread. I was going to include paydays, but I tend to instinctually put my paydays in my calendar, like the monthly calendar. So I'm not going to worry about it. This is just going to be cycle overview. Okay. And then here I've got a mood board, just some of the things I want to focus on this year. And then I've got this page here. So originally this was just going to be a general goals page. And then as I started thinking more about actually setting this planner up, I was like, okay, but I already set 2024 goals. Like I did that earlier this year and I'm still working towards them. They haven't fallen by the wayside. They're still top of mind. And I didn't want to go in and start fussing with them to try to make 2024/2025 goals. I wanted to just hold on to the goals I was working on and achieve them. So I've decided to split this page in half. So up here are my 2024 goals. When the time comes, I'll put in my 2025 goals down here. I like the idea of being in an academic planner, but still functionally and conceptually, I think of goals, like big goals, more as like yearly things, and that I think should just, I'm stumbling over my words. I think that that's just more so a culture thing, and I had a hard time trying to rework that in my mind, so I'm just leaving my goals the way as they are, and I'll put the 2025 ones down there. I also have my goal breakdown page. I love this spread. Sterling Ink, Catherine, thank you, genius. I've been using this method of goal planning since last year. I think it was last year. And this just works so well for me to be able to visualize my goals. So I've done pretty much all of them except for personal growth. I still need to go through and fill in the rest of the boxes. Some of these, though, I just don't have something to put in the box, and that's fine. You don't need to fill every single box in, but this just works so well for me to actually visualize my goals in a daily, weekly, monthly time frame, and then getting to like 1 year out in my someday aspirational kind of gigantic goals that I'm going to be working on throughout my entire life. This works really well to just kind of break down big, huge goals into smaller goals, and then even smaller ones, and then really small ones. And then when you put them all together, hopefully you'll end up here. So this is essentially 2024. My plan is for 2025 is I will probably recreate this spread on like the computer, print it out, and just tip it in and have a 2025 version in this book. But I had just used the one that was printed on the page, obviously, for now, and I will deal with that when 2025 comes. Okay, so this is the quarterly spread. So you've got a section up here to do your priorities for the entire quarter, and then it separates it into months. And you could use this for whatever you want. I tend to use it to track my goals, to further break them down, so that I'm not looking at this big, huge, overwhelming, massive list of like gigantic goals. I can just look at these more smaller, more attainable goals, in like on a daily basis. So I've got either goals or just like things I really need to do and want to do from July to September, and then I've got specific things I want to do in July. And then over here, this is going to be my tracker. So I've written down a couple of things that I want to track. This planner actually starts tomorrow. I'm filming this on Sunday, June 30th. So that's why these things aren't filled out at all, but it will be. So this will be my tracker. And this sticky note here, which is being covered, just has more information about my weight loss goals and like more specific numbers and stuff. And then down here at the bottom, it's normally not covered is what I'm getting at. At the bottom is where I'm going to put like monthly highlights, just like big, not even big, just wins for the month. Things that brought me joy, things that I really want to remember. Even if I go for like a hike, like just something that was just a really high moment for me in the month. And I'm just going to track it there alongside. the reason why I'm putting it here, I'm trying to figure out how to articulate this. The reason why I'm putting the highlights here, because before I used to put them on my monthly spreads, but I'm going to put them here now because this is goals and weight loss goals and hard things, you know, things that take a lot of effort. And I just thought some brevity, some lightness, some joy would be nice to have on this page mixed in with all the hard work, if that makes sense. So that's why I decided to put highlights here. I was going to put book stuff here, but I changed my mind once I actually started setting up the planner. And then you've got the 4 quarters. And then that brings me to my first month. My monthly spreads, I always keep quite bare bones. I tend to pick a washi and then I will just fill things in organically as they come along. And that's just what works best for me. I don't tend to turn to my monthly a whole lot. I tend to really be in my weeklies and my dailies. So my monthlies just tend to be bare bones, really high level stuff for me most of the time. So yeah, that is what June looked like. This is what July looks like so far. And then I've went ahead and I put down washi for all of the months, but I haven't obviously put plans in for next year, July. So that takes us to my first tab. So these tabs are from S'Atelier. I think I said the wrong company in my last video, but they're from S'Atelier. I got them from Paper Plus Cloth, which is a Toronto stationery store, but I know that they ship worldwide, I'm pretty sure, and I love them. I've used them for years and years and years. You guys have seen these tabs or slight variations of them. I have like the numbered ones as well. I just love them. They look so classy. It's like a textured kind of thing too, so they hold up really well and they feel really nice. They're not flimsy. I love them. Anyway, this takes us to the first week, and I haven't planned yet. I was going to do a plan with me, and I might still do a plan with me for the first week, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Hopefully tonight. Probably tomorrow, though, to be honest. Like, actually on July 1st, because it's a holiday tomorrow. So I'll be home and have time to do it. But this is my weekly. I haven't set it up yet, so I think I'll do a video talking all about my weekly, specifically whether it is a plan with me or just a review of how the first week in my common planner went. But yeah, essentially here is going to be work, events, to-dos, appointments, and food is what I really want the main things to be in here. But I will play around with the layout a little bit now that I have a little bit of extra space, considering that this is an A5 planner. So I've tabbed out each of the months in the weekly sections. So the last one would be June of 2025. Wild to think about. I don't want to talk about it. I then have an index tab down here, which will take you, or take me, I guess, to the first page of the blank pages at the back of this book. So I've started off with an index. I'm not a huge indexer generally, but in the past I've also had my planner system as a whole a little bit more segregated. So I didn't really see the need of an index. Like I would have, a lot of the times I had separated my journal and my planner. They were 2 different books. A lot of the times I had like a book on my desk that all the random little things would get jotted into. And then I had my functional planner that had daily pages. But I'm more so just wanting to put everything in one book right now, which means that I think having an index might be helpful because there's going to be more situations where random things are going to be on random pages, which I'm okay with. I want everything in one book. I just put this here because I think my future self might use it. And if I don't, I don't, but it's here. And I have like 360 something pages in this book. So I'm not fighting for space. It's not eating up any room. So that's fine with me. Over here is a little bit of a dashboard. Again, I tend to get in information and want to write it down, want to jot it down, but may not want to physically commit to putting it on the paper. So I tend to stick little collections of sticky notes all throughout my books, and this is just another spot where I had some space for like a sticky note dashboard. The next page is my swatch party. So these are swatches of all of the markers that are in one of my pouches, the main pouch that I use when I'm decorating my pages. So I've just got all of the different colors swatched out so I can refer to this when I'm trying to pick a color, because often the caps don't match the actual color of the ink. And then here is my book page. So down here I have my 2024 reading goals. I also have my 2025 reading goals. Up here is just essentially a book tracker. I use Goodreads, and that has my more nitty-gritty information, like the start date of the book, the end date of the book, the review I gave the book. But I find such joy in writing down the title of a book on paper when I finish it, like such an accomplishment, such a high. So all I'm going to do is put the date of completion and then the book information. If it's a long title, I'll only put the title. If it's a short title, I'll probably be able to fit in the title and the author. But just having a little spot where I can be like, I did this and I can write it down and like give myself credit for it sounded nice. So this is my little book information page. Next, I've got my project pan. If you're not in like the beauty community at all, a project pan is essentially a way in which people try to use specific beauty products up to completion. When you have a larger makeup collection, or even like a nail polish collection or a hair product collection, it becomes really easy to use a different thing each day, right? Like if you have 15 blushes, you could essentially use a different blush every day, but at the end of the month, you've only used each individual blush twice. And if it's an older product, it's going to expire. So some people have started project pans to make concerted efforts to finish up products that are either languishing, that they really love and want to get their money's worth out of, products that are on the brink of expiring. It's more so just a way to keep certain products top of mind in your collection as a whole in an effort to finish them. Or hit pan, which hitting pan would be, let me show you. This would be hitting pan, just for your information. So this is a bronzer. The bottom, the metal part is the pan. So sometimes I don't really care to finish a product, but hitting pan is like a halfway milestone. So if it's not super old, but I do want to get some usage on it, sometimes I'll be like, okay, I just want to hit pan. I don't need to finish it now. I still have time in its lifetime. But hitting pan would make me in a really good position. I've used a good amount of the product. So most of my goals are to empty. One of them though, I do just want to hit pan on. And then this, and it's a rolling project pan, sorry. So as I say, I finish the Tom Ford contour. Once I finish that, I'll put what the result is. Either I finished it or it expired. Or I decluttered it. Or I decided I just don't like the product anymore. I'm not going to use it and substitute it for a different product. So whatever the result is, I will then sub something else in. So say I finish the Tom Ford contour in September. Then I'll be like, okay, finish September, and then I'll add something else in. So in September, I'll add in another product and put what my goal for that is. So it's just kind of a rolling, ongoing project. And then this page is for a low buy / no buy. I'm still kind of thinking about what I want to do. I'm thinking about a 6-month makeup no buy. I'm still kind of thinking about it, still thinking about some of the rules that would go into it. And that's why I just put it on a sticky note. I'm not ready to commit to the paper yet. I'm still kind of working it out in my head. Okay, this page is my wish list. So I find wish lists to be super helpful when you're trying to be considerate about your purchases, because it just gives you a place to park your ideas. And sometimes when you come back to the page 3 days from then or 2 months from then, you're like, actually, I actively don't want that anymore. So when I really get the urge to buy something and I'm like, yes, this is a great idea, I have to have it, I want it, I'm going to order it now, pressing pause and being like, okay, I don't need to order it now, I can put it on the wish list and I'll revisit it in a couple of days and see how I feel, has saved me from buying so many things. And it's a practice that I want to participate in more, because I do find it so helpful. So this is my wish list. And if I run out of room, I'll continue it over here. I'll just move these sticky notes out of the way. And then down here is just a little spot for me to do planning around Christmas shopping. So these are just some sticky notes that I used last year to plan out the Christmas shopping, in case I want to refer to them this year. But this will be my little area to do my Christmas shopping planning. Next, I've got a little content page. Again, there's nothing on the paper because I have yet to figure out a system that makes sense regarding content. Like, all the information I could need, I can pull from offline. So in all of the different setups I've done, I've tried to create trackers and lists and all of these things regarding content, and it never really sticks. I never finish it. I never commit to it long term because I don't see the benefit, I guess, because I can pull that information offline. So I gave myself an empty page. If there's something where I'm like, oh, I really actually want to track that, it will go here. If not, I'll just continue putting sticky notes here because I work off of sticky notes generally for content and then digitally. So I've got my sticky notes here with some timelines, tentative timelines, whatever. But I don't really have like a long-term tracker that I have in mind. So this is just a spot for content. I may fill up this page with something or I may not. The space is here though if I need it. Similarly with the LSAT stuff, I have goals and information on sticky notes. I haven't put anything to paper yet, but this is where anything related to the LSAT can just sit and be parked. I might end up putting stuff on the physical pages, but for now, I feel better with the sticky notes. And then similarly, this will be a page that I will jot down any information that has to do with law school. So that will be for that. And then this is my July pages intro page. So I will just use as many pages as I want for whatever I want. And then when August comes around, I will put the August script and it will just continue on like that. There's so many pages in this planner. There's enough for you to have a separate individual page per day. I will not be using that many pages. I can guarantee you that. There are 369 pages in this planner, 369 note pages in this planner. So I'm really not concerned about running out of pages. But yeah, that is the whole planner. Back here, I just have some more vinyl stickers and then a collection of stickers in this back pocket that I use and reach for. I tried to merge those two words together. I've got like holiday stickers and then a lot of like little icons and stuff, and then the monthly scripts that I'm using to separate the months in the daily page section. So yeah, that is my planner. I'm feeling really good about it. I can't wait to dive into it. Let me know. A lot of you guys said that you were switching into academic planners, and let me know how your setup is going. I would love to know. And I really am excited to start using this planner. It's actually going to start tomorrow at the time of me filming this. And I'm really excited to dive into it. I'm really happy to have the extra space. I just feel like I have so much freedom to put all of the things in here. I have no fear of running out of pages. So yeah, and I've kept this setup really simple, actually, for me at least. And I've really only tried to put in the things that I really think I'm going to use, because I find that when I put in more and more and more and more, it just increases the likelihood that I'm not going to stick with it. So I've kept it simple, but I think it's really going to work, and I'm excited, and I'm going to update you guys hopefully in the near future on like how the first week or 2 weeks in this planner has been working for me. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I also want to say thank you to Anna Louisa for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to click my link down below if you would like to shop with them. It would mean the world to me. And without further ado, I hope that you guys have a really good rest of your day, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.